Hey everyone, my name's Adrian, and I have another question for you today. So, my question is, what do you think of your time? Now, I think there's lots of different answers to this. Do you think of your time as kind of like an asset, kind of like money that you'd spend on certain areas to, move them forward? Is it kind of like an expectation, kind of a lump sum that, people over time will chunk away at, over the course of your life? Or is your time really yours to use creatively? Is it yours that you own and that you kind of, selectively give out to those things that are worth it? Now, I thought of this question a few weeks ago, and as nerve-wracking as it is, honestly, to get, on here and ask you guys, I just had to do it because I know that's the next step forward for me. I gotta get this out there. So for the longest time, I personally think that for me, I answered this question wrong. I thought of my time kind of like a glass, that this is the end of my life. This glass is already set in stone, and that I've got to use my life, use my time to fill it up. That end goal is already there, but I've got to use my time to get there. I have to work to get there. Now, this kind of seems to, at least for me, frame my life kind of negatively. Because everything's an expectation that I have to, fulfill to really get where I want to go, instead of kind of, a passionately driven thing that I'm creating, So an interesting perspective shift that I had just in the last year was right before Remembrance Day in November. I was driving up to Athabasca to visit some friends, and I hit a moose. And I rolled 4 times. And I was perfectly fine. Scratches on my knuckles, and that's it. And it was so mind-blowing just because of the fact that I probably should have died. And as undramatic as it truly was, it was so earth-shattering in the way I thought of my time and what was, coming forward. Specifically, just how quick my life can be over. Now, if I would have died that day, I would have had 21 amazing years of life. But now I've got 70 extra years to live, to create? That's amazing. I've got so much extra time. Now, I've really started thinking of my time from that day forward like that, like extra time that I didn't have before, that doesn't exist yet, but that I can actually use and create with. I think before, it's kind of like the day that you already had planned or the work that you already had scheduled, that once it's there, it doesn't really feel like mine anymore, because it's someone else's. Someone else took it. Someone else has it now. So it's not really mine anymore. And I think a lot of people, me included, go through life kind of this, day by day, planning, but not really owning or having any of your own time. So I'm curious for you guys, would it actually help and improve things to think of your time as extra? That way, at least for me, I know I can personally, passionately create what I want using this extra time. So for you guys, are there any times that you kind of check out of your life because you don't feel like you own your time anymore, or that time isn't yours? And I'd hope that thinking of your time a little bit more like this extra time that we get to beautifully use however we want will actually help to spark more creative fires under all of us and kind of raise us all up. But anyways, that's my thought for today. I hope you like it. Today I am Wolfman, and I truly love my life. Thank you.